What were they talking about? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you to take the mystery out of it. Egyptian. Let me show you who St. Patrick kicked out of. The snake he kicked out of Ireland. Ta-da! See this serpent? Around the staff? Look, that's Thoth. He ain't the only one carried it though, look. See this priestly leopard? Leopard priest guard? Holding the snake. Look, see the serpent? This is the symbol for wisdom or Ein Sof. This was a serpent priest. There is a serpent priest. Right? Horus, Apep, and the righteous. I had to go back to the rabbit. This is a fertility symbol, the feather of truth, at the tree of life. This is the Eve story right here. This is the story of Eve subduing the serpent. They have you thinking it was the other way around, that he deceived her. She subdued the serpent. It's showing you here. The rabbit is a symbol of innocence and fertility. The serpent is a symbol of wisdom, right? Of wisdom and intolerant wisdom. The bird is a symbol of freedom. In an exalted spiritual state, the garb of the white represent the righteous. Now look, this is Set and this is Horus. They travel in the underworld, and this is Apep, the serpent. Right? But what are they really talking about? What are they? This is what they really, when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, you end up in India with this. This is the serpent that St. Patrick was trying to kill. This motherfucker right here. You see it? You see it? I'll show you again. Start right at the lowest point. Raise yourself up to God's status. Divine masculine, divine feminine. They both have to meet it here at the heart chakra before they can go to here, the crown chakra. If you run this energy all the way up and you don't match it with this divine feminine energy, stroke. In the blue area right here is where you will see the dark spot from the stroke. And this side will be paralyzed. Right? Now, this is a serpent that St. Patrick was killing. Now, there's a priesthood, a priestess. The priests wear a band on their head. The priestess wear them on their arm. These are priestesses' armbands. This is who he was killing. The women that wore these, right? He was killing them. This is who St. Patrick got out of Ireland. You see her? When they wore that, they was dedicated to the priesthood. And they had only one allegiance and only one loyalty, and that was to righteousness. And the one who wields, right, the staff of righteousness. And it looked like a serpent with two snakes. All of these were different. These are different depictions of ancient symbolism. All these are armbands for women. The men didn't wear them on their arm. The men wore a headband. I'll show you the headband. This is kind of what it looked like. See the serpent right there? But this ain't it. This is for women. Matter of fact, I seen the one back a couple pages. Here. I'm going to show y'all because Tupac's bandana represented the same thing. Tupac bandana was the serpent. So I'm going to show you here what it looked like if I could. I seen it a minute ago. There you go. This ain't the one. This is the one for the pharaohs. You see the serpent, the spiritual knowledge, this carnal physical knowledge. He's mastered both. He's mastered both. 720. I'm trying to find. Maybe, now this was the one that the women wore right here, like Nefertiti with the serpent on the front. St. Patrick would have killed her for wearing that. This is what he went into Ireland to get rid of. They called the priesthood. Now they got these on women, but this is for me. This is the men's. Right? This is what Tupac's bandana was supposed to be representing. You see the serpent on there? This is who St. Patrick was killing in Ireland. The ones who wore these, the men wore it here, the women wore it on their arm. This is what it looked like. This is the actual one right here. This is the one right here. These ones right here. This is the one that St. Patrick was killing. So when y'all talk about St. Patty's Day, he was killing these priests that wore this. This is the serpents he was killing. You see that? That's the headband of the priest, and the females wore the armband. And wherever the priest wore this headband, he had to protect all of the women that wore the armband. So he had to have a contingent of warriors. So who commissioned St. Patrick? The Pope. Right? So when you go back and you ask a simple question, who commissioned St. Patrick to Ireland? He was a fucking tyrant asshole. Here's your St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, who was also born in the second half of the 4th century. Here you go. St. Patrick flourished in 5th century Britain and Ireland. Feast day, March 17th. Patron saint of the national apostle of Ireland, credited with bringing Christianity to Ireland and probably responsible in part for the Christianization of the Picts and Anglo-Saxons. He is known only from two short works, the Confessio, a spiritual autobiography, and his letters to Coroticus, a denunciation of British mistreatment of Irish Christians. Well, let me see if I can find the Pope on here. Anyway, the Pope commissioned him to go in and allegedly clean up all of the snakes. But what he actually commissioned him to do was to kill off all of the priests. Look. Serpent. Serpent. They saying this is a horn, but this is it's clearly a snake wrapped around his ear, which means that he has the ability to hear the word of God. And so on his left side, it's receptive. The serpent represents spirit. He can hear the voice of God in his ear. But look, Ankh in his mouth, he's given eternal life. Who's giving him the Ankh? Her. This is a her. See, she got him by the urn. Come here, son. Let me eat this. This gonna help you breathe. Mama know how to do it all. Look, can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit. This is the hieroglyphics. See the boat? Two staffs. This is indicating use your mirror to see. You got to use the mirror to see. See him? This St. Patrick. No, this is Moses and the serpents. And Moses' serpent ate the Pharaoh's serpent. Look. See him? I can't make this shit up. So now, all of the islands, Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Haiti, us is gonna get dragged the fuck out and dealt with how they supposed to be dealt with, and it's not personal. This what she talking about, but she don't know what she talking about. But I already been telling y'all they gonna drag them motherfuckers out, and they're gonna do what they gotta do, and I'm not gonna get in the way. But we gonna, for the truth that she talking about is what all of the leaders of all of the clans on the land been doing between each other. Now they trying to get us to support the truths that they already established at the top. So, what we have to understand now is they don't want us to push the agenda to free Larry Hoover. Now, what the Oracle is saying is that when the person that's holding the emperor's seat, she keeps saying Biden, but Biden don't got no juice. Biden don't got no juice. He's just a puppet. So the person that she's talking about is somebody that's behind the scenes we haven't seen yet, who actually is wielding power. Right? So they're going to come to Larry and they're going to say, we're going to let you out and we need you to push this agenda. And Larry going to say, really? Well, I need you to meet these motherfucking requirements. I need you to release all these political prisoners that you captured under COINTELPRO. How about you do that, and then we'll see about what we can do to help you, and we gonna help your ass get the fuck off our land. But we ain't gonna say that part out loud, but he'll be thinking it, right? So one hand scratches the other. But what they don't realize, we can't keep sitting here and struggling for nothing when we got all these resources available to us, And all we have to do is make one concerted effort at one idea at one time. And that's the whole 2022 agenda in the parade, is to say enough is a goddamn enough. Y'all niggas and fucked up. Get the fuck off our land. Right? So, I mean, it ain't personal. And I had other oracle messages, and I'm going to have to go through because I'm going to have to do another video. Probably going to do it on Instagram. That's going to be showing the breakdown of the 21st century vote. The actual influence of Larry. Like, why is Larry the spokesperson? Here, the biggest chapter or the biggest clan on the land is the Growth and Development Nation, which consists of GDs, BDs, BGs. It consists of Maniac disciples, Satin disciples, and the list goes on. So the nation within the nation is the disciple nation, is the largest. The ones with the policing rights on the land is called Black Peastone Rangers. Now, everybody want to push this Moorish agenda. I don't have no problem with y'all calling yourself Moors if that's what y'all want to do. But remember this. Before 1492, wasn't nobody called Moors over here. You can go look it up. Don't believe me? Check that shit out for yourself. Also, Larry Hoover is going to be accompanied by Malachi Z. York. He's also going to be accompanied by Mumia. And he's also going to be accompanied by H. Rap Brown. And he's also going to be having a meeting with Asada Shakur when she come back home, so she can be welcomed home in proper fashion with open arms by the people on the land once we get these imposters out the mix. Right? I'm just the one telling y'all what's going on, giving y'all the updates. So, you don't have to believe me. Do your own research. Do your own investigation, and don't take sides until you know. Once you know, there's only one side left. That's called the side of right. Because you don't want to be on the side of wrong, because that shit is over with. Whatever they afraid of, Phoenix, it's too late now. The word getting out. The people rallying behind Larry Hoover and the Free Larry Hoover agenda, because they know that everything we want is tied to the Free Larry Hoover agenda. It's tied to the flip at the gate. There is an energetic portal. The ancestors is here. Some of them boots on the ground. A sister messaged me today and told me she met personally with one and gave me some background on what he was talking about. Goddamn right. We got to put these matriarchs back in power. So she said that it was a lady comforting Larry. That's Winnie. That's Winnie Hoover. Winnie is Larry's wife, and she is a daughter of ISIS, so to speak, meaning that she's one of the heirs on the land to the matriarchs. And she's telling Larry, don't worry about it. They not going to trick this one like they tricked the ones before him. They not going to be able to mislead him like they misled the ones before him. 21519, Rodrizos, BOS up in this motherfucker. From the BOS to the SOS to the knockback. On the 360 flip to the Peastone Nation. We coming to get our shit. So, I'm going to cut this one here so y'all can share it while I prepare to do the second update on Instagram. But this is a wrap for them motherfuckers. If y'all wake up and y'all get the people to just bombard this motherfucking social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your TikTok, your Patreon, everybody is hashtag Free Larry Hoover all day on the 22nd. We gonna flood these motherfuckers and fuck their algorithm up. I'm gonna tell y'all again why we fucking up their algorithm. It's tied to their pocket and their purse strings. They use the algorithm to determine how to spend their money. And since they use the algorithm to determine how to spend their money. We override their algorithm with a unified free Larry Hoover voice. So now they know that the people on the land, we woke than a motherfucker. We fully aware of what's going on. You ain't got to like it and you ain't got to motherfucking agree with it.